Hello there, my most amazing artists. Miss Pelavan here to discuss with you how to mix your colors from the Story Mouse Paint. So we are going to start with the first three colors, which are the primary colors, and you're going to paint one mouse shape red, one mouse shape yellow, and one mouse shape blue. So I just made little notes inside of those three mouse bodies that I'm going to paint one red, one yellow, one blue. Down below, we're going to mix the primary colors to create the secondary colors. And those colors are orange, green, and violet. So to make orange, green, and violet, I need to do some color math. So I'm going to write that down before I start because I want to know what it is. So to make orange, I'm going to start with some yellow, and I'm going to add, just like in math, a little bit of red, and that will equal orange. For green, I'm going to start with yellow again, and I'm going to add some blue, and that will equal green. The last one is violet, and I start with some red, and I add a little bit of blue, and that will equal violet. So we're going to start painting in our mouse shapes using the tempera paint today. So I'm going to start with the lightest color, which is yellow. So I'm going to start by painting in yellow. I dip my brush in the paint, hold it outside of the danger zone. I try to keep the paint on the hairs, not in the danger zone, so that it's nice and neat. And I'm going to spread out this paint because that was quite a bit. Keeping inside the lines because I want my artwork to be nice and neat. And I want to try to cover up those pencil lines. Just like that. Now, there's no water for you to clean your brush, so you're going to clean it on the messy mat. So you're just going to brush it off until almost all of the yellow is off your brush. You might see a little bit of yellow, that's okay, but you want to get most of it off. See? Most of the yellow is off my brush, and now I can use red. So I'm painting just the primary colors to start. I got a little bit less paint this time because that was a lot of paint I could have wasted. So I'm just painting inside the shape of my mouse. If I need to dip some more, I can get some more paint. And I'm trying to stay inside the lines the best I can, spreading out that paint. Clean my brush on my messy mat, and I'm next going to blue. Because I clean my brush so nicely on my messy mat, I know that I won't mix the colors on my paper. So I'm not mixing colors yet until I get to those secondary colors. Right now I'm just doing primary. All right, clean off that brush really well because I'm going to be making a new color next. And I don't want too much blue on my brush, so I want it to be pretty clean. That looks pretty good to me. So now I'm going to start with orange, and remember we start with the first color, which is yellow. So I'm going to paint yellow. Oh, it's got some blue in it. That's okay. No big deal. And then I'm going to take my brush once all the yellow is off, and I'm going to add some red. And when I mix it together, it should make some orange. There's a little bit of blue in my brush, but that's okay. It's still going to make an orange color when I mix it. That's why you got to make sure your brush is really clean. Okay, clean your brush. Next I'm going to be making green, so I'm going to start with my color math again. Yellow. This time, once my brush is clean, I'm going to get a little bit of blue, and I'm going to mix it with that yellow. Blue and red are really strong colors, so you only need a little tiny bit of them to make your secondary colors. All right, clean off your brush. That's also why the blue kind of took over my orange, because it's really strong. Last is red and blue to make violet, so I'm going to take some red. And then once my brush is pretty cleaned off, I can use my messy mat to clean it some more because I don't want to mix these colors together. I'm going to get a little bit of blue and I'm going to mix it until it makes a nice violet. Trying to stay inside that shape if I can. And if you need a little bit more blue to make it a little bit darker violet, you can make it a little bit more of a blue violet using that. Blue. All right, so there you have it, 6 mouse shapes in 3 of the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, and then mixing the primary colors together to create the secondary colors, orange, green, and violet. When you're all done, clean off your brush on the messy mat as best you can and lay it on the tray, and the materials manager will put that away once everybody is finished. Your paper will go on the drying rack with your messy mat because your messy mat will need to dry too. Good luck!